Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Bang! Hey, everybody. Hey, let me get this set up real quick to go on the Facebook group. Let's see. Here we go. All right, let me share it out real quick to the Facebook group, the private group. Here we go. Post. Actually, I'm going to go at everyone. There we go. Post. All right. Listen, well, first off, right off the bat, we have John's not feeling good. I talked to him a little while ago, and he has. Hey, David, he's not feeling well. He was working out in the sun all day long, out in the heat, and he thinks he might have possible heat stroke. So everybody wish him well on this. And so there's a few things. I really don't care to do this by myself because it's like I said before, it's like I'm talking to myself. But anyhow, can everybody hear me all right? Because for some reason it seems like something's muted or something. Maybe it's me because I've been sick. I woke up after last Wednesday's live. I woke up Thursday, like in the middle of the night, coughing and everything. I've been sick. All right. I've been sick and I'm still sick. So I don't know if it's because my ears are plugged a little bit or not, but anyhow. All right, good. All right. You can hear me. All right. Because for some reason I can't hear myself in my earpieces. Probably because my ears are plugged. But so the whole thing about the whole show tonight is talking about grassroots. When they support somebody for office, people really need to pay attention because people like the grassroots organizations out there, they really do their homework. They look into people. They find people that are actually out there. They want to fight for people's freedoms, for people's rights and stuff like that. So when you see a lot of grassroots organizations out there supporting people, it's a good idea to kind of like pay attention to what they're saying. I think that's important. But anyhow, so a couple of things that before we get into that too much, I want to talk about a couple other things. All right. So I've been talking to Marcus Williams, and come June 30th, he's going to start his show every Sunday at 6:30. So it's going to be cool. He's got his own show, and I'm going to bring something up. If I can bring this up real quick, I'm going to try to. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up a screen here, and I hope everybody can see it and see listen to it. So I'm going to try to share this. Share a screen. Let's see here. Let's see. Window. Okay, here we go. Right here. Now this is something that he made up, and this is something we're going to. This is something we're going to. This is going to be his intro right here. That's going to start every Sunday night. Something he made up. I thought it was pretty cool. He just sent it to me a little while ago. So let's see if we could do this here. If you can see it and hear it. So it'd be great if everybody tuned in.
Just the elephant in the room. What's your best excuse? I'm just the elephant in the room. Better think this through. You go on and talk about your feelings. I'll be in the corner with the reason. I'm just the elephant. I'm just the elephant in the room. I'm just.
Anyhow, I think it's pretty cool. But so that's going to be the intro for his show, and he's going to have people coming on. He's going to set it all up, and I'm going to be in the background. I'm not going to be on video, but I'm going to kind of be like the producer of the whole thing, which is going to be kind of cool because we're going to get a different perspective on a lot of things going on. And let's see, let me get that out of there. But it's going to be pretty wild. So it's going to start June 30th on a Sunday at 6:30, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And hopefully everybody tunes in and checks it out, because it's going to be streamed live on here on Save New York. And we were also talking that he might restream it all over his different his other shows he's got going on, his other platforms. Let's put it that way. So it's going to be pretty cool. So I also want to quick bring up the whole Pop-Up Patriots thing that we did the one Sunday. And last week, Sunday, they just passed. I was sick. I canceled it. I was sick, but then Cherie actually went through and had some people show up, and they actually had some contacts with people there. I don't think there was a video on it, but it actually works. But so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do anything this Sunday, but I'm still not feeling 100%. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I do it, I'll post it on Save New York. So now let's get into the whole grassroots people supporting certain people. I bring this up because it drives me nuts. It really drives me nuts when I see something happening to somebody playing out of the Democratic, I don't even like saying Democratic, the Democrat playbook. And I'm going to bring this up, and whether it pisses people off or not, I don't care. But we have, everybody already knows that I'm a huge Mario Frado supporter, and I've known it for I think about 3 years now. And something came up in my my memories yesterday, showing his stance on everything when he ran against Claudia Tenney back in 2022, and it showed his stance on everything that was going on, and it hasn't changed. And like I said, whether people get pissed off or not, it is what it is. But when you have grassroots people supporting certain candidates, they're the ones that research everything. They research the stuff, and they're not going to support somebody that they think is a rhino. They're not going to support somebody that is not for the Constitution. There's a lot of grassroots organizations out there that I know the people that start them, that have started them, and they're pretty big organizations. I mean, I can tell you right now that one of them, I'm not going to mention the name or nothing, but somebody that runs a local Moms for Liberty supports Mario Frado 100% because, and even helped his campaign, because certain organizations are not supposed to endorse candidates, but privately on their own, within their own name, they could help and support and help donate and everything else for them. But people really need to look into all that stuff, because what I'm going to do right now is I want to actually, David, what were you talking about today? Fill us in on what you were talking about. But while he's doing that, I'm going to bring this up because everybody really needs to pay attention to what's going on here, because the conservativereview.com, their Liberty score on people is important, because I really believe that they really do research some stuff themselves. And I'm going to pop up something right now, because people need to, when there's a candidate out there, you can't just like a candidate because, oh, they're nice. Stop. Oh, because they're nice. It has nothing to do with being nice. Oh, I like the way they talk. I like what they talk about. Look what Obama talked about, for crying out loud. You can't go by that. People have to look into things and research things, because this is insane. But let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Share screen. Let's see. Oh, window. Here we go. I'm going to pull this up right here. And here we go. Add to stage. Let me see here. Let me do this. Add to stage. Here we go. This is the Liberty score for Claudia Tenney. And I'm sorry, I have to throw it up. If people like Claudia Tenney, fine, like her, but look into this stuff. This is insane. Look into what she voted for. But if you go to the Liberty score and it'll tell you. Now, right here, it'll say CR position. That's conservative review position on things, and then it'll tell you what they voted for. All right, there's certain things that they voted for. There's like different all these pages. There's like on Claudia, there's like 6 different pages here. 1 trillion spending bill for Democrat priorities. The conservative review said no. Claudia said yes. Let's approve the 1.1 trillion spending bill for Democrat. I mean, you can just go through the whole thing. It's all there. But so if what you have to do is just type in Liberty Score or conservativereview.com and then just click on Liberty Score and you'll see it. Okay, what does it say here? The organizations that claim to support candidates but behind the screen support someone else. Let me get back over here. All right. The organizations that claim to support candidates but behind the scenes support someone else. Are you talking about the grassroots organizations? Because I know a lot of grassroots organizations that support strictly the America First candidates, the ones that are America First. That's all. That's pretty much all I know. But anyways, all right, David, I'm kind of confused on what you're saying. Now you're saying no for what part was I talking about? But anyways, there's like I said, you can't just I like the person. They're nice. You can't go by that because rhinos, that's what they do. They're like master manipulators. They just give you all the talk that you want to hear, but then when it comes to voting, they'll play that little game. They'll play that little game back and forth, where they'll vote for some things that are for the Constitution, and then they'll vote for some things that are unconstitutional, but then they'll just push out the constitutional stuff. Now, I've been watching everything that's been going on with Claudia and Mario. I can guarantee I've known Mario for probably pretty much about 3 years now. And like I said before, when I first met him, I knew he was genuine. Right off the bat, he wasn't just being nice; he was speaking the truth. And for people to sit there, I saw that. I noticed today that Wayne County, who supported Mario back in 2022, now supports Claudia Tenney. And I'd like to know why. All right. Well, because they're the incumbent. That's a bunch of baloney. Why do certain county Republican, why do they have to support the incumbent? Why can't they support somebody else? Because at that one time, it was Mario Frado and Claudia Tenney. They were both running. There was neither one because what's his name there? The other rhino left because he got in trouble. He got found out about the gun stuff that he was supporting, the illegal gun laws that he was supporting. But anyways, sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments here. But so anyway, so you have the Wayne County Republican Party endorsing Claudia Tenney now. But like I said, why does it have to be the incumbent? Why is that? I mean, to me, it almost seems like what they're doing is that the Republican Party or Claudia Tenney and the Republican rhinos, that the rhinos run this state. That's why we got to get rid of them. But it's almost as if they're saying, listen, support us and you'll get a kickback, something. Or if you don't support us, this is what's going to happen. There's got to be threats involved or something because that's how they operate. Yeah. Joe DeCook, I live in Wayne County and I'm okay. I live in Wayne County and I don't support one person. You don't support one person here? Is that what you're saying, Joe? But if you're like, if people are like America First, if they're like love the country, love the state. They have to research the people. They have to research. And I can tell you right now that Claudia Tenney's dirty politics, the dirty tactics. I seen the picture that she's throwing up there of him looking like what Mario said. It looks like I got stung by like 50 bees in my face. His face looks all swollen. And they're making him. That is just insane. That is insane. Yeah, David says money. Yeah, they have to be offering like backroom deals is what it's all about with the rhinos. It's all backroom deals. They work with the Democrats, and we got to get rid of them. They got to go. They really got to go. But like I said, a lot of the grassroots organizations that I know, when they support somebody like Dave DiPietro, he's out in Erie County, I believe. Another America First guy, and he keeps getting reelected, but he's an America First guy, and they're going to attack him. They're attacking him and everything else with all this stuff. But got to get rid of the rhinos. You can't just go by, oh, I like them. I like the way they talk. I can't. Oh, I like the way they dress. Oh, they're funny. They made a joke. Oh, funny. Oh, I like them now. No, stop with that. It's a bunch of bull crap. Yeah, it is a uniparty. It is a uniparty, Mary Ellen, Joy. It's a uniparty. They work together, and that's why we got to get rid of the rhinos. They got to go. They got to go. You have to weed them out. You have to figure it out. You have to look. You have to research them. Look at their voting record. That's why I brought up the whole Liberty score there. Got to weed them out. Get rid of them. We're never going to save New York. We're only going to get worse and worse if we keep reelecting the same damn people every time. Claudia Tenney's got to go. Seriously. I don't even know if I should put this up there or not, but got roped because I agree they need to go. Dude, they got to go. And then that's why you can't go by like, I liked his tie or I liked his shirt or because that's what people do. Like Obama. Obama was a great talker, right? He and everybody, he was smooth. Everybody liked the way he talked. You can't go by that. But there was no record to go by on what he was doing. That was the problem with Obama. This is very true, Mary. The only thing bipartisan is their corruption. You get one, and I just mentioned this a little while ago. You get one person. That's what they do. I want to support this bipartisan. I'm trying to work with the Democrats. Oh, yes. Let's. I agree that the red flag laws. Yes, I agree. Let's do it. They make it sound like they're trying to work with the Democrats, but they're part of the Democrats. That's why they're called rhinos, Republican in name only. I have to bring that up once in a while because some people that are watching, they don't know what rhino means. Yeah, they need to go, but seriously, and I can tell you, I don't push people out there like I am right now because I'm looking through the bullshit. Yeah, they know how the game is played. I can see through the bullshit, and I'm just like, how many, I really hate to tell people who they should be voting for because they really should be researching shit themselves, but people are too damn lazy to research the stuff themselves. They just rather hear what somebody else says, or that's why me and John always said, don't listen to what we say. Look it up yourself because this is insane. We're not going to save New York. It's only going to get worse if we keep doing the same shit over and over again. What do they call that? Insanity? Insanity is like repeating the same stuff over and over again. That's what we're doing. You can't allow them to play the game on you and bullshit you. And I've mentioned this before too. It's like there's a lot of older people that watch this, and people, nobody falls for the 70s, 80s car sales pitch bullshit no more. Oh, look at this. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to throw this in for you. I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to do this and that. This car look how good you look in this car. No, stop. That's what we get from the politicians is that old 70s, 80s car sales pitch bullshit. We got to stop. But anyways, like I said, mentioned earlier there, Marcus Williams, June 30th at 6:30, he's going to be on Save New York, and he's also going to be replaying it on his platforms. But Marcus. People have seen. He's been out here several times, and he really does. He knows what he's talking. He's a smart dude. He's running actually for, I believe is it Assembly? Ooh, sorry, Marcus, if I forget. He's running for office, but that's not what the show's about. It's not about him promoting himself. It's about waking people up to what's going on. What's this? Bill Rylick was a used car salesman. So was who else was the guy that it was running in Buffalo there? He was the head of the Republican committee there in New York. I forgot his name. But the rhinos are everywhere, man. People, man, we got to do something. And if we're going to do it, we got to do it now. We're running out of time. Get rid of the rhinos. They all have to go, and they all have to be exposed. And that's what I like about Mario, because all Mario does, he does not attack her. He's not making funny pictures of her, making her look like she's like some kind of like caricature with a big head and all this stuff. He's just exposing her record. But if you look up her record, you'll see it. But people are too damn lazy to look things up. He just exposes her record. That's all he does. Yeah, people are. Oh, here's a good one right here. Yeah, people are. New York is mandating electric school buses. If the people would just stand together, we can stop it. You can't depend on the election. You can't depend on no, because nobody's going to save us. It's us, the people. Us. What's going to save New York? What's going to save this country is people waking up and seeing what's going on, and then get rid of the people that are trying to destroy this country and our state. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Hey, everybody. Marcus C. Williams here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I messed up. There you go. Hey, Marcus, you popped on. Good.
Hey, you guys. Marcus C. Williams here. All right.
So no, I showed your intro for June 30th.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I showed your intro. And I was explaining to him that you are running. Was it assembly or legislature? What do you run for exactly?
Well, assembly is actually the state legislature. So
Okay, part of the legislature.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm dumb as a rock when it comes to that stuff. Everybody knows that. But
well, that's one of the important things. We got to get the message out. We got to get people understanding what each level of government does and what each office does. That's how we'll be able to actually get the change that we want. Like, for instance, the school buses. We want that to change. That's the assembly and that's the state senate. We got to get on those people. You can't be taking that to the mayor. That's not going to help. You can't take that to the county ledge. That's not going to help.
And we talked about this before. Because you're in a different district, what you vote for or what you support actually affects the whole state. And that goes throughout the whole state. Whole state. And just because he's in a different district doesn't mean I don't need to support him because he's not even in my district. Doesn't work that way.
Exactly. That's why we have, like, if you live in upstate New York or Western New York, okay, because I know there are people from real upstate that watch this. They might feel some type of way.
Yeah, right.
If you're from upstate or Western New York, well, upstate doesn't have so much of an issue, but they still know the same, that the majority of the stuff that happens in the Senate and the Assembly is run by the downstate mafia. Not the actual mafia, but by the super Democrats that are down there that have the majority of the people that are donating to their campaigns and stuff like that. That's why it's important that races like mine up here get some of the focus from the people that are even not necessarily in the district, because donations and volunteering does not necessarily have to come from in district. You don't have to be in district to make a couple of phone calls, and you don't have to be in district to make a donation, and shameless plug, definitely go to www.marcusforrochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4. Where's my fingers? Here we go. The number 4, Rochester.com. Donate or volunteer today. Now we do have, I'm so excited, Charles, about this new show, Elephant in the Room with Marcus C. Williams. Brother, are you excited?
I'm excited. No, tell people what it's going to be about. What are you going to talk about?
So this show is going to be about what Republican values and conservative values really are, and how those shape our outlook and introspective insight into other events that are going on throughout our area and throughout our nation. Because it's really important that we talk about these things now more than ever, because a lot of people that feel conservative, or they're maybe leaning Republican but are Democrat or whatever the case is, they don't want to talk publicly about the issues that we're seeing and how it really impacts us. They don't want to have those real conversations with other individuals because they're scared of how it will make them look. So what our show is going to focus on is going to be largely guest focused, which is different from the other stuff that I do. So the other stuff I do is generally just me, but this is going to be with us interviewing and going back and forth with other people, sometimes of the same view, sometimes of different views, but always on topics that are happening in the community and in our country that are important, even if they seem like they're not, because everything's important, everything's politics, but more so than that, everything boils down to morals and values. And that's what we have to get back to in America.
You've been in a fight for many years in Rochester. You don't give up. You just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I mean, you've ran several races before. You've lost, but you just keep going because it's you know how important it is. So you're not giving up the good fight. You're not going to give up. You're not giving up. Which some people would, because I've seen you. You just keep going. You just keep going. Most people would just give up. If it was me, I'd be going. All right, I'm done. I'm old though. It's like I'm tired now. But you have a lot of energy. You just keep going and going and going. But hey,
If New York falls, the country falls. And we're very close on that precipice.
Yeah. I wanted you. Let me get your take on this, because the whole show is pretty much about grassroots supporting somebody for office, and for people to pay attention to who they're supporting. Because the grassroots people are the ones that really do the research. They're the ones that they weed out the rhinos. They know who the rhinos are.
I know where we're going here. Oh boy, go on.
But no, I'm not going to mention no names. But I mean, you've been around the block. You know what's going on. You know rhinos. But I mean, what are your thoughts on people like just getting rid of the rhinos? They got to go. I mean, and how they can pick them out.
Listen, so it's, do people's actions match with their words? Is stuff that they're doing misleading you? This is very important, and I'd say this especially, like, we need to be careful of who we're letting into our orbit, because a lot of them play fake Republican or they play fake conservative, and the values and the morals are not there, and that's a serious issue, because the rhinos that are in office now, again, it's the values and the morals that are the issues with the people, because those set your priorities. And when your priorities aren't right, no matter how much you talk about it, no matter how much it sounds good, but if your actions are different than your words, okay, and they'll say, well, maybe it's unintended consequences. I'm not trying to hear that. One time is happenstance. 2 times is coincidence, and I don't believe in coincidence. 3 times is enemy action. Okay, so be on the lookout, people.
Yeah, I did a post. I don't know if you saw it. I did a post on my personal page a few weeks ago about, words are just words. It's the actions that make them words more than words.
That's right. And be very aware of people. What do they say? People bearing gifts, people that seem to be everything that you want them to be, and you don't disagree with them on anything. Those chameleons, political chameleons. Oh boy.
But no, it's no, I just keep stressing that, to weed out the rhinos. You have to pay attention. You can't just go by, like I mentioned earlier in the show. It's like, I like them. They seem nice, or I like them. I like the way they dress. Oh, they have a good personality. No, it doesn't work that way. Look at everybody did that with Obama. Obama was a great speaker. Everybody loved him. Everybody liked him. He presented himself well, and he said all the right words. And he was like the beginning one of the beginning parts of destroying the country.
Yeah, it's a true fact.
You know,
It's how they slip it in on you. You know, that's how they get you.
master manipulators.
Indeed, they are. I mean, they've got everything on their side. They've got the media on their side. They've got the academic institutions on their side. So that's what we've got.
And the money.
And the money. Oh no, of course, all the money. You know, and one of the big things that we have to do as grassroots individuals is we have to start building the network that they have. We just I've been witnessing it. We don't have the people that get out and volunteer to knock doors. We don't have the people that get out to volunteer to make phone calls. We don't have the people that donate like they do on the left, and especially on the far left. Like, they're crazy motivated. I say crazy and I say motivated, and they are both of those things. So you you really need to understand that it's a dangerous situation. So you can no longer sit on your couch at home and feel some type of way, or be mad at the TV, or go to work and just be all disgruntled. You really have to start stepping it up. Volunteer with a local campaign near you, or volunteer for somebody that's in an area that you know that you can help. And it never hurts to donate. Donate as little as $5 or more, or something like that. All of that helps people in their campaign. And more than just that, it also encourages them to continue the fight, because so many of us see what's going on right now, and we get so downtrodden, and we feel like you were just saying, Charles, that it's hard to win, so why even bother? Don't be discouraged, because the enemy is only winning because our people are not getting active. So I encourage everybody, get active.
You know, there's another thing that like, not everybody can do everything. Not everybody's capable of just going out and do. But a couple of things that people can do is they can start talking. If they know of a true conservative, America first, country loving person that's running, start talking. Don't be afraid to have people sit there and shame you or whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Start talking. You can talk. You can actually do something like what we're doing right here. You can actually start doing your own videos and start talking about what's going on. And you know, there's other ways of doing it without actually physically going out and doing
one
stuff.
of the things that, yeah, you're right. And one of the things that I encourage people, one of the things that I encourage people all the time is make sure that you're liking and sharing people's posts, because that helps with the algorithm. Because when people start speaking the truth, it's difficult for them to get any type of circulation. So please, if you see posts that you like, if you see posts by people that are running for office or that are speaking truth to power, share them, and like them. I mean, you know, you might risk the chance of being put down in the algorithm too, but it's the only way for us to get the word out. It really, really desperately is. So that's some little granules of to help you lead the way, you know.
Every little bit, and everybody's got their own. You know, you don't even know. And I've heard this on other podcasts and stuff. Is that everybody's got their own place where they can do something.
Yeah.
They might not even realize what it is, but you're not going to realize what it is until you at least try doing things, and then you might find your little niche. Right? I can tell you right now, my niche is not doing videos. You know what my niche is? My niche is going to Home Depot. My niche is going to Home Depot, and when they close off all these lanes and everything with the big gates, my niche is going. What is this? Is this a FEMA camp? No, if people start laughing, I know I can talk to them about it. You know, I talk to people all the time out in public about things, but I would just throw little things out there, like in the store, going, and they say, well, that'll be $20 or $19. I go, you mean like 19 Federal Reserve notes? And they're like,
right, you know,
and I start the conversation. But video is not my thing. I just like kind of like wing it. That's all.
This is one of the important things, is actually being willing to speak up in public, because people are terrified, because they've been taught to be terrified. They've been conditioned to be terrified. And it's only gotten worse since COVID. You know, we've got all these type of different things going on right now with the digital dollar and the CBDC coming up. We've got the stuff with the farms mysteriously catching fire, the second largest chicken farm in the country, just 15 million hens just dead. You know, that's just magic during a bird flu issue. You know what I'm saying? Like these things are just magically happening. You know, bird flu for birds is killing the cows now allegedly, and you know, they're shutting off water to thousands of acres of farmers. I can't remember what it is, whether it's 50,000 or 150,000 acres or something, which just madness in Ohio, in Idaho. You know, so no more potatoes, y'all. Them potato prices, you know, that used to be a staple, you know, they're going to go up. It's crazy. And it's all a war coordinated against the people. And we really need to start talking about it. I was talking to somebody earlier that's a non-believer, right? Like, I'm like, you don't even have to believe. You just have to see the different little things that are all working together towards destabilizing our nation and making it so that the people aren't able to provide for themselves.
Puzzle pieces.
Yeah,
You have to be able to put puzzle pieces together.
exactly.
Now, you know, I don't have my tinfoil hat with me. I don't have it, but I want to bring something up real quick. Like when you brought up the whole thing with the farms. Now, from what I understood, like maybe probably a decade ago, was that what they're looking to do is like you're looking. Now I'm going into something a little deep here. Is with the whole one world, new world order type stuff. Was that they were trying to. They want different countries to produce different things. And that's why we're getting more food coming in from other countries rather than having it grown here. And so our country is not going to be a food supplier out of the one world government.
Well, if it depends on how you look at it like that. Now, I don't know if I buy into that part of it. I believe that it's more so that they're using it to subjugate the people, because the more you can rely on yourself, the easier it is to do without the government, and they want you to be relying on them. Because if you're relying on them, they can lead you any way that they want by the nose.
More
And
control.
if you're able to grow, and if you're able to grow your own food, or if you're able to afford food, right? Because look at the prices. If you're able to afford food, then you can actually stand against them. That's why they push the thing with the bugs and the plant-based food and stuff like that, because there's not enough protein in there for you to think healthily, because you need protein for your brain functions and stuff like that. And you physically are not going to be healthy enough because you need the protein for your muscles and stuff to do anything against them. It's not like it's everybody's got to go, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. I mean, it's right there in your face. I'm not saying that there's some shadowy figure behind the veil, even though we know that there is, right? And it's the people that are at the top, the people. It's what do they say? Que bono, right? Who benefits, right? In lawfare, that's what they say. It's who benefits. So it's not us that benefit from this. It's very clearly the elites, not even all the people that have all the money, right? Like, it's just a small amount of those people that are on the top. Like, might know a couple millionaires. It's not going to benefit them. Now you're talking Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg. Once you start getting on that level of people, it's only a few thousand of them in the world.
And all the other ones are like useful idiots. Like even Kathy Hochul, she's a useful idiot, because once she's not needed anymore, she's gone.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of most of them before they get rid of us.
Yeah,
those useful idiots, the BLM people, the anti-American jihadists that are calling themselves pro-Palestine fakes right now. Okay, all of them. It's all the same, because they're being manipulated. And it's a serious issue.
All right, Marcus, I've been on like 51 minutes now, so I think we're gonna call it a night.
All
right. But hey, anytime you want to come on, just throw me a message. We're ready to go, because you're smart as hell when it comes to this stuff. And apparently you're not much of a conspiracy tinfoil hat nut like I am. Not that I am. I just look at all options. I look at everything, all options.
Conspiracy fact, Charles. Conspiracy fact.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, So, any last words you want to throw out there about June 30th?
Hey, June 30th, Sunday, June 30th. Check us out. The show is going to go live 6:30 p.m. Check us out right here on Save New York and on other platforms. Catch us on YouTube, X, wherever you can find my account. You'll catch us.
Yes, and hopefully we'll get the message out to people. It'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
And the first time we do it, it's gonna be might be a little tricky unless we practice it, because I'm the whole production part of the whole thing and how that works. We might have to do a trial fun thing just for kicks. We got to do that first. We got to do that first.
Sounds good.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, and people tune in Sunday nights 6:30 because what's anybody doing at 6:30 a Sunday night? There's not even good movies on during that. Just
Right.
so. Anyways, all right, Marcus, join us anytime. Even when you get your show going, just join us. It don't make a difference. Like I said, you know what you're talking about with a lot of things. So that's why it's great when you come on. So anyhow, all right, Marcus, we'll see you soon. We'll talk to you soon. All right,
bye, guys.
everybody else.
Be well. And remember, stand up, speak up, don't shut up, and take action. Catch you later.
Exactly. Good night.